All right, let's get right to it. In our line of work, a single bad decision, a single moment of weakness, can completely compromise a mission. It can put your team in danger, and frankly, it can end your career. So today, we're going to talk about our greatest defense against that threat. We're going to break down exactly how to spot, refuse, and report bribery, so we can all operate with the absolute integrity this job demands. First things first, let's get one thing straight. Your integrity isn't just some nice idea from a training manual. It is the most critical piece of equipment you carry, period. It's just as vital as your body armor because it protects you, your team, and the entire mission from threats that, let's be honest, bullets can't stop. So, in this first section, we're going to dive into why integrity is the absolute bedrock of our profession. It's our first and most important line of defense. So, what are we really talking about when we say integrity? Well, it's pretty simple. It's about being honest and responsible. It means you're not someone who's easily tempted to cut corners or do something illegal. But this isn't just about being a good person. It's the fundamental building block for the trust and credibility we need to do our job safely and effectively. And think about the direct impact here. When you act with integrity, you're actively preventing any abuse of your authority. Every single fair and professional interaction builds a positive reputation that acts like a shield, protecting not just you, but your entire team and the company's mission. Okay, enough with the theory. Let's get into the real world. We're going to walk through a very realistic scenario so we can pinpoint exactly how a bribery attempt can unfold and what critical warning signs you need to be looking for. Picture this. You're on duty at a checkpoint. It's a scene you've played out 100 times before. A vehicle approaches. Everything seems totally normal. But as we all know, a routine day can turn into something else in a heartbeat. So, you start your standard interaction. The driver's cooperative, hands over their documents. But you notice something's a little off. They seem unusually anxious, maybe a little too eager to get moving. They might say they're late for an important meeting. That sense of urgency? That's your first subtle signal. And then you see it. Maybe it's tucked in with their ID, or maybe it's offered on the side. A little folded cash. The driver calls it a gift or a thank you, maybe something to just help speed things up. This right here, this is the moment of truth. It's a clear attempt to get you to bypass procedure. Okay, so let's pause here. This is the critical moment to stop and think. We've got that unusual urgency and now a direct offer of a gift. What other signals, what other red flags are going off in your head right now? Well, anti-corruption guidelines give us a really clear checklist. Any request for a favor or a gift, that's a huge red flag. How about when they suggest that this kind of thing is normal around here or just local custom? Yeah, that's another one. You also need to watch out for secrecy, weird payment offers, intense pressure to act fast, or if they refuse to properly document anything. Spotting the bribe is step one. Now for the most important part, your response. How you handle this moment is what defines your professionalism and ultimately what protects you. Here's the 5-step playbook, and it is vital that you follow it exactly. Number 1, stay calm and professional. Number 2, refuse clearly and firmly. Simple words like, I cannot accept that, work best. 3, state why. This is against company policy and the law. 4, and this one's key, do not get into an argument or a debate. And finally, number 5, just continue with your official duties like nothing happened. And this is what that looks like. A firm, professional response that leaves zero room for misunderstanding. It de-escalates the situation and sends a powerful message. Our standards are not for sale. An action like this protects absolutely everyone involved. Okay, so you've handled the immediate situation like a pro, but you're not done yet. The incident isn't over. Proper reporting is the next critical step to protect the integrity of the whole operation. The reporting process is pretty straightforward, but you have to get it right. First, make sure your area is secure. Then, as soon as you safely can, write down every single detail: date, time, location, who was there, and exactly what was said and done. Third, report it up your chain of command immediately. And finally, follow up with a formal written report. Be accurate and be fast. And remember this is more than just words in a code of conduct. It's a promise backed by policy and by law. You are protected. No one, and I mean no one, has the authority to retaliate against you for reporting a bribery attempt in good faith. It's your duty to report, and it's the company's duty to have your back. Now, let's be crystal clear about why this is all so important. we really need to understand the serious, high-stakes game we're talking about here, the consequences of taking a bribe versus the very real rewards of doing the right thing. The choice couldn't be more stark. On one side, you've got corruption. That leads to criminal prosecution, losing your job, and losing the trust of your teammates, the people who rely on you. It puts everyone in danger. But on the other side, integrity. That enhances your reputation, builds a stronger team, and creates a safer environment for everybody. The consequences really fall into three big buckets. Legally, you could be looking at prosecution and huge fines. Professionally, you're talking about getting fired and probably blacklisted from this industry for good. And operationally, it leads directly to mission failure and increased risk for everyone. The ripple effect of one bad choice is just enormous. And this right here is the end goal. Every single act of integrity, every bribe you refuse, every procedure you follow correctly, it all contributes to this, an environment built on trust. And in our line of work, trust is what equals safety for the community, for your team, and for you. So as we wrap this up, just remember, this isn't about one training session. This is a commitment you make every single day. Your integrity truly is your shield. So ask yourself every day, every time you put on that uniform, how will you uphold it? Stay safe and stay vigilant.